Welcome back once again everyone, I'm Kate Plays Games and this is the roguelike adventure game FTL, and you find us in the stealth cruiser without any shields, still without any shields at the end of sector 2. We've done 2 entire sectors and we haven't found a shield subsystem. We had enough money to buy one, we found a store and didn't have any shields. What I did have was the mighty fire beam. So we bought that and then we spent lots of money upgrading our cloaking and our weapons to be able to use all 3 weapons and to cloak for long enough for the fire beam to load up. We're still on the hunt for shields. We've got 88 scrap. We've got a drone we can sell. We've got a couple of augmentations we can sell. So all we need to do is to find a store and hope and pray it actually sells a shields system. Until then, we're just going to be struggling on. Let's get into some more trouble, shall we? Now we have a choice to make. Do we go for the red rebel controlled sector, which will have guaranteed 2 stores, or do we go for the Zoltan sector? Now the Zoltan sector may have a guaranteed 4 stores, but Zoltan shields must be chipped away before they're penetrated. And we can't wait to chip away at a Zoltan shield, because we have no shields and therefore basically no defense other than our initial cloaking device. So we are going to go for the rebel controlled one. This does mean that after that we're going to be forced to go into a nebula, but hopefully we'll have enough fuel to get through the nebula. Let's go. You'll have to be very cautious in this sector. The rebels have full control and are no doubt looking for you. Okay. Ion Storm, that will cut our battery power in half. Nope, we're not doing that. We'll come and do this little ping. Let's see. There appear to be a number of small stations nearby. Before you have time to scan them, warnings go off. A rebel teleporter was being used in one of the stations. You've been boarded. Okay. Because we do not have a functioning door system, we don't know where these guys are. What we're going to do, I'm going to open all the doors to space, vent out the whole ship and get our guys in the med bay and just wait till they go there and then have a fight in there. Okay, they're in the engine room. Because there's 3 or 4 of them, they're demolishing it really quickly and it takes a little while for the oxygen to get vented out. They're going to break the engines. Yep, there they go. That's one of our 10 hull points broken. Now they're trying to break the cloak, but that should be deoxygenated by now. Yes, they're kind of running around now, trying to find where to go. Are they dead? Let's close the doors. I think they're dead. Yes, they're all dead. Jolly good. Again, no one got any training, but without the doors, we had no way to control them, other than running one person into doors and then trying to open all the doors. End result would have been the same, but would have put our people at more risk. Let's just fix up our engines and then get out of here. And there we go. Close the internal doors. Again, because we're saving money for shields, we can't buy things like upgraded doors because we need every penny we can get. Speaking of every penny we can get, there's some fights. Let's go and earn some pennies. You stumble across a forward scout of the rebel fleet. Okay, they're going to try and escape immediately. They're powering up their FTL. If they get away, they'll no doubt warn the fleet of your position. Okay, their FTL is charging, which means we have to knock out either the piloting or the engines, and we also need to knock out their weapons because they have guns. So, dual lasers are going to go guns, guns. Mini beam's going to go guns, shields, engines, and maybe doors. Yeah, we'll try and hit all 4 with our little tiny beam. Doors, shields, guns, engines. They do have 2 repair drones, which is annoying. And Mr. Firebeam is just going to set fire to the entire right-hand side of their ship. We hope and pray. What I'm trying to do is to do enough damage to this side of the ship that this dude has to run out and help repair it. But I accidentally clocked in, that's not great. Must hit their weapons. Come on, Firebeam. Please charge up before my accidental cloak. Right. Dual lasers and weapons. That's gone down. Mini beam. Doors. Weapons, shields, engines. Fire beam. Entire right hand side of the ship. Good. The guys run out of piloting destroyed the weapons, but the weapons are going to get fixed quick because they've got repair drones. So now we want to try and damage their drone control to turn their drones off. And keep their weapons off. Good, that's their drones off and their weapons back off. We're not going to get the crew kill because it's only got one hull hit point remaining. We will wait for all of our weapons to be ready. Just go dual laser, mini beam, fire beam, goodbye. We won the fight. The ship breaks apart. We get 2 fuel, 1 drone and 41 more scrap. Nice. I'm thinking of upgrading my doors now. So I'm going to upgrade my doors now. There we go. Now we have control if anyone boards us. Just because we know we can sell our augmentations. Hey, look at me upgrading the doors just in time. You receive a message on a low band channel. You're surrounded, just like the last of your Federation friends. Just die already. The enemy has teleported onto your ship. And they're in the med bay. That's not great. So we need 2 of our people to go in med bay. And they have a teleporter, and this little dude is running into the teleporter. So we're going to have 4 people on board our ship. 3 on 2 in the med bay works, because the enemy don't get healed in the med bay, but our guys do. But it does mean that our weapons are going to charge up 10% slower. They do have a burst laser Mark II, which does 3 damage, and a mini beam. And we know what mini beam does, because we've got one ourselves. They do not have a med bay. Okay, they're in sensors, that's not great. Now we managed to get in just before they broke the med bay. Let's cloak. We had to wait longer to cloak because we only had 2 power bars in the cloak. We need to try and break all their weapons and set fire to the whole back end of their ship. Come on, fire beam, come on, fire beam, come on, fire beam. Not quite. Right, dual lasers. Good. Mini beam. Mighty fire beam. Right, I think you should go in here and fight that guy. Yep. No, the door control's on fire. That's not good. That's really not good. So you need to go in here and just... and then get in there and keep fighting this guy. This guy wants to come into medical bay now. That's good. I'm not going to vent out that room because if the door control gets broken and the doors are open to space, we can't close the doors again. It's just going to have to tough it out. Looks like their mini beam's ready to fire just before our lasers are ready. So we're going to have to... no, not the lasers. Do the mini beam because the mini beam always hits. Just try and keep their weapons offline. Okay, the weapons have gone back offline. And they say, you're considerably more well armed than we would have thought. We surrender. They're offering us 4 fuel, 2 drones and 18 scrap. We do only have 9 fuel, so I think I'm going to accept that surrender. And everyone who was on board is now not on board. Nope. Blame me, the door control's still on fire, so we need to get the guys in there to put it out. And door control is now dead. Looks like they're putting the fire out quickly enough though. Jolly good. Man, that was nasty. And this is how it goes with stealth cruiser fights. Every fight is nasty until you can get some shields. And then every fight is nasty because you've been spending all your money on saving up on shields instead of doing something cool. Right, sensors fixed, engine fixed, cloak fixed, people fixed. Heart rate, just about fixed. 112 scrap. No store in sight. Is there anything we want to upgrade? I'm going to upgrade the oxygen. Just so if it takes a damage, or if more people... when people teleport on board this ship, they do tend to land in this room or straight in the oxygen. That means if the oxygen takes a hit, it can at least absorb 1 hit before it breaks. This must be one of the rebels' unmanned scout ships. Look like there's no way around the fight. Okay, fire beam's completely useless here. But neither of us have shields, so I'm just gonna hold control to tell my weapons to fire as soon as they're ready, and we're just going to fire everything, even the fire beam. And get in one cloak. There we go. Missiles off. That's off. It's on fire. It's broken. It will slowly repair itself because it's an auto scout, but there we go. One more mini beam and dead. Nice easy fight. And Alison got plenty of weapons fire training. Well, this is quite a nice reward. The ship explodes, leaving behind 3 fuel, 1 missile and 41 more scrap. Wow. Right, let's go up here, get into another fight, and then see if there's a store anywhere around here. You find a rebel automated scout floating near this beacon. Despite its pristine condition, it appears to be deactivated. I'm just gonna scrap it. Give me the 16 scrap and let me get out of here to this store. Fingers crossed it sells shields, everyone. You'd receive generic advertisements from nearby public shipyards. It seems they're willing to work on any ship, not just those of a rebel hue. And they have shields, 125. Boom, bought, done. I'm going to sell this combat drone, and I'm going to sell the titanium system casing. Boom, done. Why have I done that? So we can have more shields. And another power bar. So now we can have 2 layers of shield instead of the cloak. The only reason we'll need the cloak pretty much from now on is if they have missiles, until we can get enough scrap to buy a drone control. Yep, I like that. That's good. I would like to replace the mini beam with like a laser or something, just so we can knock down more than 2 layers of shield. I mean, we can only knock down 2 layers of shield if the dual laser hits twice. And we know we're in Sector 3 now. We could bump into people that have got 3 layers of shield. If we bump into any one of those, we won't be able to harm them, like, at all. So can we afford that heavy laser? Costs 50, that's 20, that's 15, so what, 35 plus 14? Just short. Right, fight, then exit, I think. Nothing ventured, nothing gained, let's go. 1 layer of shields, excellent. A rebel ship is patrolling this beacon and immediately turns to engage. As your crew scramble to battle readiness, sensors detect a short-range teleport signal. An intruder is on board. A flushed and panicky rebel soldier has teleported aboard. The rebel, who appears unarmed, repeatedly declares his peaceful intentions. It seems that the rebel life has lost its charm. This could be a trap, so I'm not going to trust him. Attempting to deal with attacks from inside and out is never easy. 1 intruder on board. He's trying to break into the medbay. I'm just going to open the doors and choke him out. They have 2 lasers that do 1 shot each, and guess what? I've got 2 shields now, so I don't need to cloak. They do not have a repair drone. They do have a medbay, which is rather annoying. But I'm going to turn the medbay off. But we don't even need evasion, so this guy can go straight in medbay and deal with this little doofus. Get some fisticuffs training. Right, weapons are ready. Let's go dual lasers in medbay. Good. And then mini beam in medbay shields and engines. And then fire beam just sets fire to the medbay and the piloting and the engines. Boom, 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 boom. Good. Right, did you kill that guy? Excellent. Depower the oxygen, power up the medbay. I'm going for the crew kill here, so setting fire to their shields is good because that will keep their shields off. Which means I can just keep setting fire to the ship. I mean, fire beam be fire beaming, yo. I'm not going to fire any more of my weapons because, as I said, I want to get the crew kill. And they say, you've made your point, we're beaten, take these and leave us to our shame. No, no surrender, I'm getting a crew kill here. God damn it, they've turned their shields back on, you little assholes. Right, dual lasers in the shields. It's one of the few times when I actually wanted to miss. But sadly we didn't. They're probably going to explode before they die of fire damage? Not quite. Whew, just. You find a weapon system on their ship. With no crew to stop you, you can install it on your own. We get 18 scrap and a fire bomb. That ship's going to explode. There we go. because they were still taking fire damage even though everyone was dead. Okay, now we have a decision to make. You know how I said we were going to be in trouble if we came up against people with more than 2 shields? Well, that's still true, but the fire bomb teleports into a room and explodes, causing fires, very much like our fire beam does. But this teleports straight past all their shields. So if we find someone with 3 shields, we can teleport the firebomb into the shield thing, set fire to it, and then hopefully reduce the number of shields, which will then let the dual lasers operate. So we're going to swap out the fire beam for a fire bomb. And we're going to go like this for a little while. We do only have 14 missiles, so we're going to have to be quite judicious in its use. But that's just how it goes. Have to adapt to what you're given in roguelikes. This beacon is being patrolled by an unmanned scout. A fight is unavoidable. This thing has a cloak. And it's trying to escape. And it's got 2 little lasers which do 1 damage each. Guess what? I've got 2 shields. What we're gonna do, we're just gonna do laser and mini beam on its piloting, try and stop it from running away. Mini beam is gonna try and get its cloaking and piloting actually. Yeah, it can get all 3. I'll hold control, turn it yellow, that means fire as soon as it's ready. You don't usually want to do that, you want to fire your weapons manually yourself, but because this thing has no shields, I don't really care when my weapons fire. And it looks very much like Alison's finally fired enough times, 58 times, to be trained up grade 1 in weapons, so the weapons are cycling 15% faster, and we have the automated reloader, so they're actually 25% faster. It's wonderful. Rapid fire. Managed to break the cloak, and the piloting, and the whole ship. Outstanding. We get 3 fuel, 1 drone, and 19 scrap. Nice. Next upgrade, I'm going to upgrade the med bay. A, so it can take a hit. B, so it can repair our people faster. And C, because a level 2 med bay will give you more blue options. Let's go here. A rebel ship moves to engage. You attempt to open communications, but then realise the futility of that action when you see the ship is run by an AI. And this one does have shields, and a beam drone, and a mini beam. This ship literally can't hurt us, because we've got 2 layers of shield. It has no way of penetrating even 1 layer of shields. So it's dual lasers in piloting, and then mini beam is going to go shields engines. Engines are off, that means evasion's gone down to 0. So then dual lasers and shield. I'm just going to yellow both of these. We'll just keep going for... Nope, both of them I said. There we go. Just keep doing this until it's destroyed. Nice. Well, we didn't get a chance to use the firebomb yet because I keep running into robots. There we go, another easy win. The ship explodes, leaving behind a substantial collection of useful materials in the shape of 2 missiles, that's good, 1 drone, and 30 scrap. Nice. Let's go here and then exit. A Federation encrypted signal is being broadcast from a nearby planet. Last time we did this, it was a trap. Let's just send another away party. You find a secret Federation outpost. They are regrettably out of supplies, but are eager to tell you of another secret base. They give you the coordinates and a quest marker in the next sector. Wonderful. We don't have enough time to have another fight. Rebel fleet's too close. Let's just get out of here. You've arrived at the long-range beacon. When the FTL drive is charged, you can jump to the next sector. As soon as you arrive, a small mantis ship detaches from a wreck and jumps away. You must have interrupted our salvage operations because you find a weapon ready to be installed. And we find 17 scrap and a whacking great big hull missile. I believe hull missiles do 2 normal damage and double damage on empty rooms. Nice, but not for us. The problem with this ship is that we only have 3 weapon slots, so we have to choose very carefully what we're doing. Ideally, we'll replace the mini beam with another laser, so we don't have to keep hoping to knock down shields to do damage. So that would be nice. Let's see if we can find one in the nebula sector. Thanks to the high nebula density of this sector, very little of it has been charted, and rumours of what lurks in the depths are abound. So let's see what's here. Where's this quest? Oh my god, the quest marker wants us to go all the way over the other side of the map. And we could get there relatively quickly. 1, 2, 3, 4 quest, and then come down. Or did we go 1, 2, 3... It's almost going to be 4 for the quest, but we know there's going to be a fight here. This is an ion storm. That will half the number of available power bars. Let's not do that. Let's do this one. Navigating the fog blindly, you practically bump hulls with a mantis ship. They hail you. Pah, this transgression will be overlooked. Nebula are very dangerous. Next time, humans all die. Do we want to have a fight or do we want to move on? Let's have a fight. Again, that's probably an NG running into minor weapons. The weapons can hurt us. They do have a laser that does 1, so we're going to have to keep 1 layer of shield up. And they have a missile. So I'm going to put 1 into cloaking and another 1 into engines. And we're just going to cloak when they fire the missile. Or maybe just before. Maybe just before. Or maybe I cocked that up. Okay. Dual lasers in the weapons, please. Good. Mini beam hit these 4. Fire bomb. Also set fire. I don't know who's in this ship because our sensors are down because we're in a nebula. Okay. Let's just go firebomb in the weapons again. I've only seen 2 mantis in there, and they've run in here, and someone else has run in here. Okay. Now what does that mean? Dead mantis and a fire is running through the fiery room to come and fix the shields because they're obsessed with shields. How are they going to fix the shields? Or are we going to see this door reopen because it's on fire? That means there must be someone else in piloting. I think this is the other mantis in here. No, it's an NG. Ah, god damn. We might get the crew kill, but it's going to take a while because NG are very good at setting fire to things. But the NG seems to run over here, indicating that this room's about to explode because it's on fire. Oh, we missed. That's not good. Yeah. So this room's too much on fire for anyone to keep repairing it. I think there's a half-dead mantis here and a half-dead NG here. Oh, goddamn. Could you stop missing, please? Firebomb. Hit this. Mantis dead. And because this is now on fire and the NG's nearly dead, it will not run in here to try and fix this. So hopefully that's going to burn out and break, so it'll be evasion 0, which means we can now then put the firebomb in there and kill the NG and get a crew kill. I know we've expended a lot of bombs, but crew kills are too much fun to not do. Let's just see what happens. Eventually the fires will burn out. They'll burn all the oxygen out and then they'll go out. So if we see this door opening, we know it's because something's burnt out. Good. Evasion 0. Kill the NG. Lovely. No more life signs remaining on the ship. We get back 2 of the 6,000 bombs we just expended. 1 drone and 51 scrap. Increased scrap rewards from killing everyone on the ship. Okay, there's a store here. Now we do have to plan... I mean, the enemy fleet's not even in sight yet. A, because it's 1 ping in, and B, because they move at half speed in nebulas. So we've got plenty of time. We do want to get over here and do this Federation quest. So we go 1, 2, 3, 4 quest, this one, that one, out. I think I've got time to do this one and this one, then go to the store. Maybe not that one, and that one, then the store, and then out. Now let's go for it. Let's go for it, why not? A black market weapons trader spins you a tale of the dangers of the nebula before pushing his wares. We can ignore him, we can attack him, or we can purchase an unknown weapon for 45 scrap. I'm stuck between attacking him and buying the weapon. Now, if we attack them, I can see already he's only got 1 laser which does 1 shot, so we can easily absorb that. And a great big missile, but the great big missile takes a long time to spool up, and we've got a cloak, so we can just cloak just before it spools up. So I'm going to attack him. We don't know what his crew are like again because we don't have any sensors because nebula. We might be able to break their weapons before that missile spills up, you know. Right, dual lasers are ready already. And little beams ready already. And fire bombs ready already. I'm just going to cloak. There we go. Boom, slug. On fire. Someone else run in to help him. Don't know who it was. Let's just keep their shields off. See who we can see. Who's in here? A slug and a mantis. Okay. That's not the best repair crew. I'm burning through our bombs, but might as well. Okay. Someone's run out of the weapons room. And someone else has just run in. So whoever repaired the shields is now in here. So that's where we're going to bomb. It's just another slug. And he's also run out of that room. So, we've won this fight. They just don't know it yet. These fires will spread. And all three of their people have run away because they can't deal with fires. I'm just going to wait and wait because the fires will spread. They don't have a door control, so the fires will spread pretty quickly. The only thing I don't want to see is someone coming into this room because that indicates that the fires have gone out. I'm just going to wait and wait and wait and see what happens. If we do see someone going into that room, I'll just set fire to it again. I'm trying to preserve our bombs. Oh, someone has run out of the shield room and into the engines, which tells me the shield room is now on fire. And the engine room is now on fire because they've run into oxygen. There we go. Proof that the shields are on fire because they've gone yellow. Then they're going to go red. And the engines have gone yellow. Now when that goes red, they're going to lose one hull point. There we go. That's one. And then the shields are going to lose another hull point. Boom. So this whole spine of their ship is on fire. There's someone here and there's someone here. Don't know what they're doing. Could be fighting fires or just cowering from fires. And everyone's dead. We didn't see it, but fires raged throughout that ship. There are no more life signs remaining on the ship. We get 2 fuel, 1 drone and 39 more scrap. Patience is a virtue. We set fire to 1 room and they all died of fire damage or suffocation. Okay, cool. Onwards and upwards. Well, downwards in this occasion. You arrive in the nebula and immediately receive a message from an unknown source. Prepare to be boarded. We have no idea who it is, but whoever they are, they're on board. Everyone in medbay, vent out everything other than medbay. Just 2 of you. Okay, turn oxygen off. And they're going to try and break into the medbay. And I'm going to let them. I'm just going to open the door and invite them in. Then I'm going to turn oxygen back on. Close all the outside doors. Equalise the pressure. And then kill them in medbay. I should maybe turn my medbay on. That might be a good idea. There we go. We get a little bit of fisticuffs combat experience. Jolly good. Upgraded oxygen means that it refills really quickly, as we see. That's enough of that. Right, onwards chaps. Onwards towards the store. I think maybe 1, 2, then the store. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and exit. I'm trying to time this so we can maximise farming before we go to the store and still get to the quest. You have to remember that the quest beacon is not in a nebula, so when we do the quest beacon, the fleet will take a big step forward. I think we've got time for 1, 2, then the store, and then we'll just have to leg it. Might get caught by the fleet, but we've got shields now and a cloak. Hey, guess what? We've been boarded again. And they're in the cloaking room, so oxygen goes off, medbay goes on, everyone goes in here. Open all the doors apart from the medbay ones. And very quickly they're going to try and break into medbay. We're going to invite them in. Alright, 3 on 3. We're being fixed. They're not. Close external doors. Open internal doors. Equalise the pressure. Turn oxygen back on. We'll just double it up. There we go. Multitasking. Man, we're all going to get maximum combat trained just by being boarded. Right, everyone back to stations, please. Nothing happened. Everything's fine. Nope, don't turn off all the oxygen, you idiot. Turn on both your shields. Okay, one more, then we will go to the store and see what's there. You cycle through wideband comm channels as soon as you arrive. Nothing but static. Well, nothing happened there. Right, store. What have you got for me? You discovered a cluster of Federation refugee ships taking shelter in the folds of the nebula. I'm sorry we've nothing to give you, but we need scrap to keep the engines running. You sense they'll strike a trade. Okay, they have a drone control, which comes with a combat drone Mark 1 and a crew teleporter. I'm going to keep the hull missile for now, and the firebomb and the fire beam. Crew teleporter's too good not to do. We're going to buy all the fuel. And then we're going to upgrade the teleporter by 1. Okay. So now if there's someone who cannot hurt us because they've got 2 shields and a cloak, we can then send 2 of our 3 people over to beat them up face to face. And that hopefully means we won't have to expend any more firebombs. Well, not too many. It's another automated ship stationed near a rebel space station. Let's try and access it with our cloak again. It worked out well last time. Again, we successfully sneak on board and we get 3 fuel, 1 drone, 31 scrap and a hull repair drone. Wow. Right, let's go for this quest and hope we can make it before the fleet catch us. Your crew are constantly looking out of the windows, checking for hostiles. They jump at every creak and moan of the ship. The tension is almost palpable and nothing else happens. Right, made it to the quest. You search near the coordinates given to you, but your search yields no results. Perhaps you were mistaken. Well, we have improved sensors and long-range scanners, so we get 2 blue options, both of which do the same thing. Let's run another pass. Alright, your advanced sensors pick out faint signatures of what appears to be storage spaces hidden under some rocks. You find the access points and discover a supply cache whose Federation signal emitter has malfunctioned. Well, not much of a quest, but we did get 3 fuel, 1 drone and 33 scrap, so, you know, anything's better than nothing. A pirate ship arrives shortly after you. Judging from the fact it's attempting to avoid your ship, you assume it's a smuggler trying to stay away from the beacons. Let's have a fight. You power up the weapons and move in to engage. They have a cloak. It's not great. You have a burst laser Mark 1, which does 2. That's not great. You've got 2 layers of shield. That's not great. You've got a missile. Also not great. Because you're going to fire that missile as soon as they're able to. We don't have enough power bars to do what I want. I'm going to depower the oxygen. Hold your breath, everyone. Because they'll fire as soon as their weapons are ready. I'm just going to cloak. Which will put us up to what, 45 evasion? No, 75. Good enough. Okay, it wasn't good enough. They hit our piloting. So, what we have to do now is work out a way to smash them up. How are we going to do that? Dual lasers, doesn't matter where they shoot, they're both going to hit the shield. So dual laser anywhere. Mini beam is going to have to go weapons, cloak, engines, I think. And fire bomb is going to go weapons. I'm just going to assign the firebomb to the weapons now, so I don't have to think too much. Dual lasers, doesn't matter. 1 missed. Not great. That is quite good. We set fire to them, and they've hit our cloak. It's not on fire though, so that's good. Right, dual lasers, please hit. What? They did hit, but it cloaked. God damn it. We have, however, turned off their laser. And our cloak's ready to go again. They're going to fire as soon as they uncloak. But I'm going to cloak. You missed this time, didn't you? Come on, dual lasers, hit. Yes. Right, mini beam. Do all that. Firebomb. Do that. Gotta hope this works, because they're about to fire their laser. Good. Good, 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 good. Okay, I saw a rock. That's not good. Let's turn off the shields entirely. Put our evasion up to maximum, because they're about to fire their missile. There's nothing I can do to stop it. 30% chance of it missing, and it hit the shields. Only once, but once is bad enough. Right, cloak's ready to go again. Cloak. And it hit us in the weapons, and knocked off the dual lasers. I'm leaving this fight. We're out of here. Let's go. Discretion is a better part of valor. We were just taking too much damage and we couldn't get through their shields, and it was just a disaster. At this ping, we feel naked without functioning sensors. You half expect a rebel ship to appear from behind a cloud at any moment, but nothing happens, which is good because our ship's broken and 2 of our people are broken. So I think we should maybe invest in some power bars. We couldn't board their ship because they had a med bay and we had no way of taking it out other than setting fire to it. And that's just never really a good idea. So I'm going to invest in a couple more power bars, and I'm going to upgrade my piloting as well, because it's the last system we had not upgraded at least once. Right, that is a bit healthier. Now we have more options. Let's go straight to the exit. The long-range beacon is almost hidden within a nebula. When the FTL drive is charged, you can jump to the next sector. And nothing else happens. Wow, okay. And nothing else is going to happen in this episode, because this is the end of Sector 4. It wasn't all that good. The quest was not great. It just gave us a little bit of random stuff. We did find a firebomb and a hull missile and a hull repair drone, but we don't have a drone control anyway. And we found that we're meeting people with 2 and 3 layers of shield, which means our dual lasers are unable to get through. But we do have a bomb which can teleport through shields. Problem is, we're meeting people that have got enough weapons to trouble us. We're having to balance cloaking to avoid missiles and shields to avoid lasers, at the same time as working out how to take them out. This is life. This is just how life goes when you're a stealth cruiser. It's evil. So come back next week and see how we get on in Sector 5. And maybe Sector 6 if we last that long. Until we meet each other for that, do look after yourself. And I'll speak to you again soon.